Good morning. It's Carrie from Texas. Happy New Year, everyone. The new year is finally here. Could not be more happy to see this day and welcome a brand new year, a brand new beginning, brand new start, reset, whatever you want to call it. I am a really big believer that this year is going to be a year of change. It's going to be challenging, just because of what's impending in our political system, but as long as we all get educated and know our information and know the facts, then we just have to let it happen as it happens, but come together in the meantime to talk about those differences calmly, rationally, respectfully of each other's position. And it is a time of change. I believe that completely, and I think it's going to be a better year. May not start off with guns blazing and all of that, but I think as we build into the year and build our momentum, I think things for all of us are going to be a better year. I'm a half full person, so I'm going to be optimistic about it. So, our first makeup video. Let's get ready together for this first working day of the year. Grab your coffee or your favorite drink. Grab your tools. Grab something to snack on if you need to. Let's get working today. Alrighty then. So, starting off with moisturizing primer, which is e.l.f. 24-hour hydrating primer. You'll get that really worked into the skin here. My skin is so incredibly dry. It is cold here in Texas. We've had more cold days already in this year than we normally see. I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to have some really cold temps here this winter. I think the winter is probably going to be a little bit longer than we here in Houston are used to. You know, we had such a drastically hot summer. I think obviously the weather patterns are changing, and I see us struggling with winter longer this year. I hope I'm wrong on this, but I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not. Okay, so what I've used in addition to my e.l.f. hydrating primer is my CoverGirl color corrector. And I still have forgotten to go out and get my Fix and Glow. It's in my office, and each time I go out there I think, I gotta get that, and then I walk out without it. It's just the way my month finished in December. But that's long gone. Not even going to talk about it. We're just going to move on. So today we're going to do concealer first. And as you can see, I'm wearing pink. I'm wearing flowers today in honor of my mother for this new year. She loved pink. She loved flowers. And so I am wearing this for her today. Start my new year off great for her. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly blend this in with my fingers, and then I'm going to come in over this just real lightly right underneath my eyes here, as you can see, where I have the most discoloration. And I'm just tapping that in, and then I'm going to come back with my foundation. I'm just literally, just ever so lightly letting this drink into my skin. Let's get it up on the eyelids too, so we can correct that pinkness that we have up there. And I'm just going to let that blend in, okay? I'm just tapping it in. I want it to drink down into my skin. I don't want to brush it off, and I don't want to swipe it off, so I'm just going to let it sit there for a second and drink in to my skin. Alright, now my favorite product from last year, absolutely my favorite product that I found and I love. I love everything about it. Wish it was a little bit less expensive, so that's the one thing I guess I could say that I don't like, but it's really not drastic, and so I'm okay with it. Alright, so now this is my Haus Labs foundation, and I'm just using, as you can see, I'm not using large pumps here, I'm just using little dots. They're literally not even the size of a pencil head. And we are going to rub that in. Not a lot. Again, I want this to drink into my skin. I want it to fall into the lines so it can correct my complexion. Just sort of giving it a head start here. Working it in. And then I'm going to finish here in a second with my brush. I just want that to sort of start to absorb into my skin, down into my pores. I saw this technique about a week ago, and a very mature lady was doing it, much older than me, and she is a very in-demand model, and I was, to say I was blown away by how this technique worked on her skin. I was stunned. I mean, truly, truly stunned. The difference in her not her complexion, but the actual physical appearance of her skin, right, was so drastically different. And this is what she does. She just gets it on really, really softly with her fingers, and then as the time goes by, not very much, because I mean this is not even a minute here, she just comes back in and she takes her brush, and like I'm doing, and she just stipples that down into her skin. And truly, the difference on camera was amazing. I'll have to see if I can find that video, maybe link it here for you guys so you can look at it as well. But just looking myself at this process and using this particular technique, I gotta clean my mirror here. I'm sorry, I got stuff all over it. It's really amazing. Some peeling here. I'm not sure what that. Oh, I know what that is. That is from my exfoliation from last night. Obviously, I have a little bit of remnant dead skin that's flaking this morning. That's what you want when you exfoliate your skin. Wow. Remarkable. So, to recap, I took the product and I dabbed it on. Got it basically where I wanted it to be with my fingers. I didn't put a whole lot of pressure on, just enough to move the product around. And then I just let it finish drinking down into my skin and into my pores. And I will say the one place that I see a drastic change is right here. Normally, at rest, these two lines go way up here. Now at rest, you can barely notice them. Wow, that's amazing. I wonder how she found that out. I'm going to have to find that link and put it here so you guys can see that. That is remarkable. All right, let's go into brows. Loving my new brow system, by the way. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for encouraging me to make this change. I am really, really liking what I'm seeing with this brow system. It is easy to operate, it's easy to do, and it really looks wonderful when I'm done. So I just take my pencil here. It's a very fine tipped pencil, and I am outlining the shape of my brow. And coming back in. Oops, I gotta get the line straight there. Okay, coming back in, and I'm filling in the brow all the way down. I have to fix this in. I got that a little too heavy-handed there. Okay, let's do this side. Doing the same thing over here. What is that? Doing the outline. I love this pencil. Absolutely love this pencil. This is a great pencil. So fine, and it's so easy to manipulate. I love it. Okay, let's see. We have even. Get them even here. All right. Very nice. Now, that's the pencil. They're not done, so that doesn't have to be perfect. And I think that's what I like about this system mostly. And I was told that I had this step wrong, so I'm going to do this step now, the darker color now, before I put on the wax. So I'm filling in where my pencil is, and I'm using the brush to pick up the hairs and coat them. Again, this is like using mascara, but for your brows. And I'm just picking these up right here. Letting it all fill in. Definitely need to cut a few of them. They're getting really long. All right. I'm going to come back in with this spoolie because I noticed a couple of areas that are not straight. Right here. Just going to clean that up a little bit. And get that to stand up a little more. There we go. Perfect. Now the glue. I'm sorry, the wax. To finish up. don't need very much of this, or at least I don't need very much of this. And I'm just coating those. Getting them locked into place here. Love this system. Really think it's a great system. And trust me, if I can use this system, I promise you can too, because it is just not one of my strong suits when it comes to makeup and the tools that we can use for makeup. So if I can do this, I promise you can do this. Okay, today we're going to use my pink setting powder. This is my Laura Mercier pink setting powder. Start underneath the eyes. Just going to set those products. Go to the other one now. All right. While I'm doing this, I do want to thank all of you so very much for joining my community last year. My community grew a lot last year, and I so appreciate that. I know you have so many choices, and for you to follow along with me, it really does mean a lot to me, and I want you to know that as we start this new year. And then I really want to thank all of you who have reached out to me this month as my husband has been recuperating from his major surgery. Your outpouring of care and concern and encouragement has truly been amazing, and I just need you to know that I so appreciate that, because you don't have to. And for you to take your time to reach out is truly so nice and considerate. You know, it gives you, in these troubled times that we live in, it just proves to me that there is so much humanity left in the world, and that we truly can care about people that we don't personally know. You have proved that in the last month, and I so appreciate it. I just can't explain or maybe express to you enough how much your effort in sending me those messages is just so appreciated, not only from myself but from my husband as well. So thank you for that. All right, obviously wearing pinks today, right? As you can see. And did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Thought maybe I had messed up my brows. Maybe a little. I may have to do some more coloring on that. Let's see. Should have waited until I put my powder on, but I didn't think about it. So I'm just using a very, very light color system today. Obviously pinks I'm wearing, pinks, purples, plums. And so I have this remarkable palette that I found from Flower Nose. Let me get you the name of it. Flower Nose Moonlight Mermaid series. And it is this very, very pretty three-tone color system. It's a very light pink, and then a lavender color, and then a plummy pink color down here on the bottom. And it's very feminine, very light. It's, you know, it's definitely not one of those high intensity color palettes, but it's very nice for just you know, an everyday type look, which is what kind of I'm going for today. I did get too much powder on my brows. I have to come back in and do a little coloring here. That's okay though, I don't need much. Wow, I really do need to cut my brows. Didn't realize just how tall they were. Alright, and then I got a little blob right here. Get rid of that. Perfect. Okay, so to complement this very soft, muted eyeshadow, I'm going to use a pink pencil. And I'm going to come to the bottom lash line and to the top lash line, and I'm just going to outline my eye. Okay, you can see it looks very, very pink in the color of my screen, but I promise you it is not. It is a very soft pink. And I'm just outlining my eyes is all I'm doing. See? Now, what I am going to do now is I'm going to take this same pencil, and where we talk about making this little C here in the corner of my eye, I'm going to do it with my pencil today, and then we're going to blend it in. So we're taking it right here, up into the crease, pulling it out like I'm going to make a feathered here, a little wing, and then bring it up to about right here. And then we're going to come back in and we're going to blend this. So in doing this, we are connecting the bottom to the top. What I mean by the bottom here, which is actually the top of my lash line, up into the crease. And then we're going to take a little bit denser brush, a smaller type brush that I would have normally used to a darker color on to outline and shape my eye. And then we're just going to come up and we're going to blend up. We're just softening the look, okay, outward. So we don't have any harsh lines. And then we're going to do the same down where I put it on my lash lines. We're just blending it out till it looks really nice and soft. Alright. Sorry, I got a runny nose again, everyone. It's been a really, really hard pneumonia to get over for me. I feel like I've had it for ever. I've had it since the Saturday. I've had it since like the 7th of December, 8th of December. I'm like, oh, really, I've had enough. Okay, now I'm coming in, and there's really no fallout here today with this beautiful little mermaid palette, but I am going to brighten up my under eye with my Revlon Color Stay Finishing Powder. Just so I have a really bright under eye. Come down under here and up here. Beautiful. Okay, now contouring. talk a little bit about contouring, because I had a young lady actually reach out to me Saturday, I believe it was. Let me grab a tissue here again. And she asked the question, is contouring necessary? I know it's a really big trend right now to have this really dark underpainting where, you know, you're using 3 different colors, one here, you know, another one, and then here and here. And I just find that to be really heavy for every day. So I don't think you have to do that every day. Just for an everyday makeup look, I think that's a little much, in my opinion, okay? As you get and you build your makeup into evening events, yes, I think that that's probably good, because you are really, at that point, trying to, you know, make a statement, be in full glam. But this is just my opinion. I know there are a lot of people who feel that they need to do that every day. The problem that I find with that is that it really alters your appearance. So if you put all of that full glam on all the time and then you don't wear it, the difference between you, who you look like, becomes a wide cavity. And the reason I say this is I had a conversation with 2 of the men in my life over the weekend. We were actually talking about this because we were watching a television show. And the comment was, I want to look at my wife or my girlfriend or whoever it may be, boyfriend for that matter, and I don't want there to be such a drastic difference between how they look. You know, obviously, you know, you get all dolled up and you go out on fancy dates and all of that kind of thing. But I think it can create a problem where you look so drastically different that you're from your natural self, that can then and has led to problems. You know, you see it all over the television where you look one way, and then when you get home and you take it all off, you look completely different. So I think makeup's purpose, and this again is my opinion, is to enhance your natural beauty, not to change it, but to enhance your natural beauty. So your makeup should complement your natural features and help those natural features stand out and be more prevalent, not completely change the way you look. Again, not everybody is going to agree with me on this, and that is okay. It's just my opinion. I just feel like sometimes when you use these drastic techniques, you alter your natural appearance. And I don't, in my opinion, I don't think that is what it is truly intended for. It is to enhance who you are, how you look, and to make those natural assets look even more attractive. Again, though, my opinion, just because I feel this way doesn't necessarily mean you have to feel this way. During the day, I think a little bit of contour is good. During the evening, I think a heavier contour look is good. I just feel like if your makeup is so drastic that you look like one person with your makeup and another person without it, that's where I think the line gets skewed, and potentially you need to rethink those processes. You may like it that way, though. I mean, you may want to be completely different with your makeup on than without it, and that's okay if that's how it makes you feel the best and make you feel as beautiful as you can be. Then that works for you. And I hope that answers your question. I believe contour helps accentuate your assets, so your cheekbones and your chin line. You want to create and emphasize those natural features in your face, and contouring definitely can help you do that. you want to make sure you're blending your contour too, because you don't want to see it. If you see it, then it becomes very unnatural in my opinion, and it's not flattering in my opinion. I really do hope that answers your question, and that I haven't complicated or confused you even more. Again, my opinion here, and doesn't mean my opinion is the right opinion, that you have to accept my opinion. It's just my opinion. You asked me, so there you go. Alright, let's go to blush, and today we are using Flower Nose. It is a little bit darker mauvey blush, you can see right here. You can't see my outfit, but there's actually more mauve in my outfit than there is light pink. There's white up here, and then there's light pink on my sleeves, but a lot of it is a mauve type pattern. So that's why we're doing a little bit darker blush today. Of course, as I said, for my beautiful mother. Can't believe I'm facing another year without her. Just still doesn't, 14, 15 months later, it just still doesn't seem possible that she's gone. Alright, now we're going to come in and we're just going to blend up everything before we do lashes. Make sure that it's all blended with soft lines. And I am using my Revlon Color Stay, a trusty Color Stay foundation. Now we are going to curl eyelashes. And as I've explained, curling eyelashes for me is such a must because my lashes are fair and they are very straight. And for me, if I don't curl them, even with the mascara on board, it's very, very hard to see them because they are so straight. So I really do give them a good curl. I mean, I'm clamping down on that baby, so I keep a curl throughout the day. Alright, I forgot to mention, this is the Benefit eyebrow system, by the way. If I haven't shown this to you before, there's 3 steps to it. The pencil, the color filler, and then the wax. And the price point on it, I really can't remember because I had a gift card at Macy's. I really don't remember. I will see if I can find it and let you know how much that is. So I'm using their mascara product as well today, which I do very much love. The only complaint, I wish this wand was a little stiffer, so it didn't give me any give as I'm coating my lashes. It's not a lot. I just wish it was just a tiny little bit stiffer. I do love it that it gets to every lash and it coats every lash and combs every lash. It's a very nice product, and it's a very good formula, and it's a really nice dark black. And I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, why would you put such dark mascara on your lashes with such dark brown eyes? If you don't, you can't see them. If I use a brown on them, they just get lost because of the brown in my eye. So for me, using a black is the only way I can get them to be seen with the dark brown. If you're new here, you can see that I'm starting down at the base of the lash, down at the actual root of each lash. And the reason I'm doing that is I am using the mascara formula to lock in the curl of the lash. That is what mascara does, is it locks in the shape of your lash. And so I'm starting at the base because that's where the base of the curl starts. And we're just letting the wand coat and comb each lash. This is a tubular product, so it makes little tubes on your lashes, which is a great product because then it's going to wash off very easily. Normally, most products that are tubular mascaras, you can actually just wash it off with water. You don't even need soap. I use soap and water and it comes off. There's no tugging, which is a definite no-no. If I use a mascara product and it has to be tugged or pulled or any sort of additional product to get it off, I won't continue using it because I just do not want to be tugging on my lashes. So I've used one coat up top, and I didn't reload my wand. I'm just using the remaining product that's on the wand for the bottom lashes. And then I'm coming back up and finishing what is on the wand for a second coat. And there we go. Benefit mascara. Love it. One of the best products from last year. Finding last year. Okay, let's see how we look here. Let me get my eyeglasses on. What you think? Very nice. Let's just do a little right here, a little bit more blush right here, and on my nose, my chin, and up here. Alrighty then. Voila. That's it for me on this first working day of our brand new year. My hope for all of us this year is that we have a fantastic year on every level. Financially, physically, spiritually, with our families and our friends, in our careers, and that we achieve all the goals that we have set for ourselves. The one thing I've learned in the 61 years on this earth is sometimes we have a tendency to put goals on ourselves that are a little bit unrealistic. So as you're working through this week and you're setting your New Year's goals, think about that for a second. Try to make sure that you're putting goals out there that are achievable. And shoot as high as you want to shoot. Just try to remember some of the goals sometimes may be a little bit unrealistic. Also, remember, it doesn't matter if you're 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90. Life is always at our fingertips, and you are never too young or never too old to chase a dream or a goal that you haven't completed yet. I believe that wholeheartedly. It's one of the last things my mom conveyed to me is to never give up on those goals and those dreams. And if you haven't achieved one you want, go get it. Don't let anybody stop you. Make a commitment to yourself and say, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to get there, and I'm not going to let anything derail me from that ultimate goal. It may not happen in a year, it may not happen in 2 years. Just commit to yourself that you're going to get there. and see it. See the end result in your mind's eye. And I believe with hard work, dedication, faith, and love, we can achieve those goals. Sometimes along the way, though, we need some help, and that's what my channel is all about. Helping you with my experience and the different things that I'm involved in and the products that I sell and the services that I offer to help all of us have our very best life, live it successfully, have it all, and to encourage you to remember your age, it's just a number. It's a date in your life's history that you celebrate every year. It's just a number. That's all it is. And you can do anything you put your mind to. I believe that. I really believe that. We can succeed and do what we want if we dedicate ourselves to it and just say, I'm going to do it. And then not let anybody or anything come between you and that goal. So if you're not a part of my community, I'd love to have you. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when I post a video. I do pretty much every day. I do post videos every day, sometimes 2 or 3, for my businesses as well as my main channel, which is my name, CarrieDevlinscroggins.com. And I'd love to have you join the community. Have your voice heard. This is a neutral place for anybody to put something out there and let's talk about it. Because here at this channel, if you respect my position, I'm going to respect your position regardless of whether or not we agree, because that's the way it should be. Have a wonderful first working day of our brand new year. Thank you for joining me this morning. God bless you. God bless everybody. God bless this great America that we live in, and I hope this new year truly is what we all hope and desire: peace, prosperity, and love. And I will see you the next time. Have a great day.